Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be installing my new steering wheel, a MOMO prototypo. But before I do that, I have to pay attention to the hardware I'll be using, which is this steering wheel adapter. It's quite an old school thing. I've modified it a bit just in case I want to fit a different steering wheel, because it only goes onto the column either like this. These are the gnarly holes and these are the MOMO holes. So if I want this, I need the slit to be here. So that's why I did this, just in case I gotta use this, because I want this to contact the ground. I'll be painting this because this cover comes with it doesn't quite reach all the way up, so I don't want this to be visible. At the same time, you don't want to paint the inside or the mating surfaces, because the horn button actually grounds out. As you can see here, it grounds out on the side of the adapter, so that's why you need this to be clean. So let's get to it. Did I overdo this? Maybe. With paintwork, prep work is everything. So, here I have a nicely refinished piece for my car. Take off the steering wheel. You gotta take off this cover. Well, you can take off this badge and you get to the nut behind it, but this badge will break if you try to take it off. So the next best bet is taking this whole cover off. There are 3 screws. 1, 2, 3. You come at them from behind. Turn the wheel and then come in from behind here. There's a hole. It's very fiddly, but catch the bolts. Undo them and you get to this, if you have this kind of steering wheel, which is a European, very concave type of design. And you get the horn off and you get to the nut. Okay, so it's time to put the steering wheel adapter in the car. These are the notches for the turn signals. Now, they are significantly bigger than these ones. If this doesn't work properly, then I have to somehow fix this or get a new adapter because I fucked it up. We'll see about that. There is steering wheel on the car. Looks okay. I can barely see the gauges through it. I don't like that. It's still relatively easy to turn it. So let's try this. Left. I'm going left, and then I stop going left. And then I go right, just a bit, and stop going right. Seems to work just fine. No, I'd say no noticeable difference, but there is a noticeable difference, and like it's harder, much harder to turn the wheel. Now you're a bit too close to truly appreciate the difference. That's the difference. See how much bigger the stock wheel is? No wonder it's so much easier to turn the wheels. And I don't know if I quite like this. It's hard to see the gauges, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Do I keep the stock wheel? Okay, we're back in the car, and it is now 2 months later, or as long as it takes for an eBay thing to arrive. An issue I had with this steering wheel was when I turned it, my knuckles rub against the windshield wiper stock. And I don't like that. That's bad. So I bought a 25mm adapter. This will hopefully space my steering wheel out enough. It's actually really thick. I kind of regret this, but it's spaced out enough when this is an issue and I can sit more comfortably. That's also an issue. I have to have my arms quite outstretched. I like them, pulled back a bit. I also got 6 new bolts from MOMO, I think. They're supposed to be OEM. They almost cost more than the adapter itself. All of them have tiny numbers in here, so they're pretty... As far as just normal bolts go, these are pretty legit. So let's take the wheel off and I'll bolt up the adapter. These are flush bolts. As you can see, they were only contacting the outer edge of this tapered hole. Hopefully the new ones engage on are the proper shape to engage it fully, but if not, I think this is fine. So the adapter should just fit on the gnarly holes and keep the spacing the same for the MOMO wheel. I'm gonna put some thread locker on them just to make sure this doesn't pop off. I'm driving, which is something you don't want. Oh yeah, this is way better. I can still reach easily all the controls. Part of me thinks it's a bit too far forward now, but as I'm sitting here, I can actually put the wheel up a bit lower now. Oh yeah, that's much more livable. I probably went too far with 25. Should have gone with 20mm. I might order that, play around. These are not expensive. These are like 10 bucks. That's it for the steering wheel. As for the actual shape, I like it. It's not entirely ergonomic because it does go up. Instead of having you're not holding it entirely square up, but it's close enough that you can still steer the car. And it's comfortable for the thumbs because these are padded. As far as the wheel goes for a CRX, it's amazing. The stock wheel is way too big. It feels like a truck. And this is way tighter, increases response. I can reach the controls just fine, I guess. But overall, the car is more comfortable to hold for me. I can move my seat back a bit even. And it still feels nice. Before, my arms were stretched like this, and that's not cool, since you're supposed to hold the top without extending your arm. So when you turn the wheel all the way, your shoulder is not supposed to leave the seat. You're just supposed to move the arm. So yeah, this enables me that. I like the steering wheel. I have to sort out the horn. What I ended up doing with the horn is I bent this piece of wire. It's pretty hard wire. I bent it so it comes in there and contacts this, and now I'll just bend this part back or something and loop it through the horn's ground strap, and that's it. So yes, the horn now works. I hope this isn't too rattly inside because it's pretty loosely mounted. If it is, it's just a case of popping the button out and changing the setup. So that's pretty much it for the steering wheel install. I hope you like this or find it informative. Probably not, but that's how it be.